Okay, so I have both of my legs pinned. So now I'm going to move everything around and get you set up in front of my sewing machine so you can see from a different angle of what I'm actually about to do. So alright, let's see, probably, I wish my tripod would get a little bit smaller, but unfortunately it don't. So I can't do it like a tabletop or anything like that. So we're just going to have to try to zoom in and do some adjusting. Alright, so first of all, stitch it. What do you pick for your stitch on your sewing machine here? You're going to want your main stitches on the right hand side. So we're going to want a 10. Because your straight stitch will be on the raw edge, and then it will come over and do a zigzag, and that's what picks up your the zigzag here is what picks up your piece of pant leg, the fold, and that's what we need. So I'm going to program this to a 10. Get my foot pedal, the other sewing machine. Plug her in. Bring up my chair. I'm too short for this business. Alright, so there's that. Got my pant legs in. You're here. Excuse me. So, I took this particular section off my sewing machine. Hang on, sorry. I'm trying to get you in here as close as I can. And I know I'm going to block you guys, and I'm sorry. So I took this piece off. We don't need that. We need the arm to our machine here. And I like to start my stitches on the inseam. Threads out of the way. So we're going to come here. And this piece right here, I don't know how well you can see it, but in the middle you have, like, I don't know, a metal wall, I guess you could say. Let's see if I can get you closer. So this piece right here, that's your guide bar. So set you back down maybe. So that's your guide bar, and put this down, and hopefully everything lines up. It should, and you just want to barely catch your fold over here. But with this thread, since it's so thin, even if it did catch too much, it's not going to be terrible because the thread is super thin. And hopefully you grab your material, otherwise you got to go back over it again. I've had to do that a few times. So, and you can change your stitch length and your stitch width with your regular settings. Now my sewing machine is a digital sewing machine, so I just have buttons that I just need to press and stuff like that. Somebody with an older machine is this same technique, no big deal. You just want to make sure that you have plenty of raw edge so you can do a straight stitch on. This is kind of a little iffy on some of this, so hopefully it's wanting to flip up in there. Hopefully it'll work though. And if not, then I'll just have to, I mean, I don't have much room to play with there, so. But as long as it just doesn't eat up into my sewing machine, I'm okay. Pick up my foot occasionally so that my material goes back down. Pull my needle out, because that'll just get in my way under there. And my sewing machine does go faster. I'm just not choosing to do that. I don't want to go that fast, because if I need to stop, then I want to be able to stop. And I want to be able to see what I'm doing as I'm doing it. So, I'm sorry that this video is taking a little while for me to do. I wanted to actually, you know, show you on actual pants and not, you know, a scrap of material, because seeing a scrap of material versus a pair of pants is a huge difference. So, anyway, so we're just going to keep cruising. I'm going to turn the speed up a smidge. Now, I've got my pins running with the material. You can do it this way, but I don't know, I don't like it so much that way when I'm doing the blind hems though. Because when they're running along with the material, I can get pretty far up in there to reach my pin before I have to pull it out. And with the pins going horizontally, you know, I'd have to pull the pin out right here because of that, my guide bar that's in there. And then I slow down right here because of the center, or my side seams. And then lock my stitches in. And the way that you pull this out, you raise your needle up, and you cannot come forward because that bar goes all the way to the back of your foot. So you have to bring your material forward to unhook it. Can't tell you how many times I fought with my sewing machine because I couldn't figure that out for some reason. I kept forgetting that part. Okay, so then we can go along. And then that's it. Let me zoom out here. So that's it. It just barely picked it up. You can barely see little tick marks, and that's good. So once we iron that and press all that, you won't be able to see that at all. It'll just disappear. And from afar, you're definitely not going to see it. So, but there it is. Hope this helped you guys. If you have any questions, you know, leave them below and I'll try to answer them. But, yeah. And if you happen to notice that, I think this thread works great. Like, I don't have any missing spots. But, like, if you go through and then you figure out that your zigzag over here, you know, like you missed like 2 inches, you can always go back to that spot and just go back over it. And you don't have to pick your stitches out. Because if you can't see it, then, I mean, like, if it didn't grab the material, then you know you can't see it and it's not going to hurt anything just to go back over it. So, but anyways, I hope this helped, guys. See ya.